It's week 13. We made it to week 13. If you are new here, I am Ridgely. This is my overwhelmed to organized planning journey. It sounds so weird that I have been doing this for 12 full weeks. I kind of got off the planning journey with spring break, some other things that happened with family, but I'm back and I'm really excited. This is gonna be such a fun video. So if you are new here and you've not seen any of my previous videos, I just wanna back up a little bit and explain that in December, I decided that I needed to get rid of all the calendars and all the notebooks and focus on one planner. And I went down a rabbit hole of planners. I've had this Laurel Denise planner in my sort of peripheral vision for so long. I've seen so many people use this planner and I thought, you know what? Is this the right one for me? And if it is gonna be the right one for me, I've really gotta use it because I have spent years purchasing new planners pretty much every year, twice a year, you know, August for like the school year and then January for the new year, and didn't end up using any of them. I might try them out for a few weeks and then they just got shelved and I never used them and I would throw them out years later, and I had a pile of them. And so I started this year and I thought, okay, if I'm gonna invest the money, I need to really use it because the point of having a planner is to get organized and put what's in here, and then actually do what I set out to do. And it has been a really cool journey. It may be a little repetitive if you've been watching these videos since the beginning because I pretty much do the same thing every week. I work out, I sort of figure out a menu plan, I don't use my what's it called, habit tracker, and I'm still figuring out the big glass page, but I'll show you that in a minute so you can see where it is. If you've been here through the whole journey, then you probably feel my pain. It is a work in progress. I do not want to mess up my planner, so that has been a big obstacle of mine. It's just getting in there and using it, and then also making a mess in my planner. I am going into the last week in March, which is, I have a big calendar here, which is the 24th through the 30th. And then a week Monday is the 31st. So we are going right into April. And the one thing I realized is I'm not planning ahead. So I want to plan ahead and get April, at least the whole month overview, into the calendar. I wish I was doing April and May, but I'm just gonna do April together because I only got the Planner Kate April stickers. Now, I know, I don't need to use stickers every single month. I didn't use them at all in January because I really wanted to use the planner as it was meant to be and not get caught up in decorating. Spending money on decorating, spending too much time on decorating, and guess what? January was a great month. I used my planner and it was perfectly fine without stickers. I did use some little washi tape. I had some, what do you call it, highlighters, washi tape here. It worked out really, really well. And then I got kind of into seeing all the planners with stickers. So for February, I dived into stickers. And look how much fun it is. It's like so fun to see stickers with the pinks and it was just fun. And it made it even more exciting to plan because it was pretty and I like pretty. And then for March, I even got further involved, and now you'll see what it looks like for March, which is so pretty. It's all green, it's awesome. And I can't wait to show you April. So without further ado, I am going to turn this around. We are gonna finish up March planning for this week and get into April. I'm really excited. And then I do need to go down the sticker rabbit hole for May and June. And I really do like the Planner Kate stickers. This is her name right here. And let's open it up actually. You know what, I'm gonna turn this around and I'm gonna open it up so you can actually really see them. But I've noticed that she releases new monthly stickers kind of like a month or two in advance. So I actually haven't seen any new ones for May or June, but I think what I wanna do is grab the next few months and then do a 3-month like planning in here so that I can sort of forecast the summer, because we have things coming up and I really want to get them in the planner. So let's turn this around. Let's plan out the last week of March, because that's where we are, which is week 13, and we're gonna set up for April. Isn't this so exciting? So stay tuned and let's do this together. Okay, are you ready for the reveal? I am using Planner Kate. This is her name, and I will link it all below. And these are her April stickers. I am so excited. It's got Easter eggs. It's got all the pretty colors, the blue, the pink, the yellow. And I just love these little day tabs for Easter Sunday, Earth Day, April's Fools. It's so pretty. I've got to figure out how to use these right here. So that's the first one. Then we have these days and a little day numbers, and these are great for these sections, and so I'll show you how to use those. And then what else have we got in here? We've got little this week little stickers, we've got little checklist stickers. This is for the back page, and this is for the back page. So those are the ones that I purchased. So this will go in the way back, and then these will go in the main calendar. So let's finish up March and then we'll get to doing these. Before we get into April, I just want to say that I really have been enjoying my calendar, the full view, and then these stickers that are part of Planner Kate. I'm still enjoying the little washi tape here that is delineating just the day agenda with the meal planning. Over here, I do my workouts, and then I've added little things like wash hair day and cleaners and when I did our sheets and things like that. And then over here, I do like this You Are Here tab so that you can find yourself. It comes out, which is really helpful. And then over here, I've been to do today. This week, I didn't do as much this week because it was spring break. The kids were here, so there's not a lot of things to do, which will roll into next week. And as you can see, this is what we have to plan. We are all empty for this coming week, which is the 24th through the 30th. I do like these stickers because it highlights everything. You have to put these little dates in here, but I really like that. You have a sticker here from Planner Kate this week, and then I added these little extra ones right there. I am still not using my habit tracker, and I did put this little other tab here. This is the one that has the like little scalloped edge, but I do like having it so I can pull in here, but I haven't really been using this page, and so this is a work in progress. If you've been following me, you know that this has been a work in progress. And then we are gonna get into this. See, it's so beautiful. April is a clean slate, and I can't wait to fill in everything that's going on over here because I already have little placeholders, and then that's why I want to keep going and get into May and June so that I can look ahead. So I think that is something that I have been missing this whole time, is looking ahead. But let's quickly do a fill in for this week, because right now it looks like I got nothing going on and I know I have things to do. So let's do that. I am going to speed this forward. If you don't want to watch it and you want to just skip ahead, just skip to the next chapter and you can watch me do April. I do want to quickly talk about planning ahead. This is something that I have not been doing. I've been just working 1 week at a time. And I think it's really important at this point of my journey of planning that I get ahead of myself. I have put in some placeholders. As you can see, there's a pedicure, there's hair, there's, a Disney trip, there's a dermatology appointment and things like that in the planner. But I don't have anything going forward. As I'm 3 months in, I think it's time to work 3 months ahead. And to do that, I am going to start now with April, and then I am going to figure out if I want to get stickers for May and June, or if I just want to fill in with what I have. But the thing with this is that if you do the stickers, for instance, if I go in here, which I'm going to do for April, it depends what color washi tape I want to use. So depending on the washi tape depends on the colors of the stickers. So I don't want to get ahead of myself with having the wrong colors. I know that sounds like so picky, but it's again getting back to the mess. So right now we have these pretty colors. So what color am I going to use? Am I going to use this pretty blue to go with the blue here? These are really important decisions. I'm going to put in April. I am going to spend a little time this afternoon after I get this organized and figure out what I want to do for May and June. And then I'm going to hopefully next week, or depending if I have to order stickers, if it takes some time, come back and plan out the rest of the months, because I think I'm doing myself a disservice without being able to look ahead and put things in here, because I'm too nervous to add things without having the framework and the design set up first. So what do you normally do? Do you work just in the current month, or do you plan out all your months ahead so that you can go forward back and forth between them? Because I think part of what I should be doing each month is I do my week and then I look ahead and see what I've got going forward, and then my to-dos will change according to what I have in the coming months, because I think that is something that I have been missing, doing the planner just week by week and 1 month at a time. So let me know in the comments what you do for planning ahead. And do you buy all your stickers at once, or do you just do like 3 months at a time, or do you just put stuff in your planner and worry about the stickers and decorating later? These are big questions I have. So please let me know what you do. Okay, let's get into April, because I'm so excited to put these really wonderful stickers into my planner. If you do not want to watch this video, I am going to speed it up and you can just go to the next chapter to miss this section, because I'm going to speed it up. I'm not going to be talking, and then we'll come back and just do a little review together. This is a perfect start. Now I have April in here with the colors, and I can figure out, like using whatever washi tape. I did the pink here. Maybe I'll do a different one for this trip, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do for my appointments. Maybe I will use some of these little stickers here and fill in that. I don't know if I'm going to go in here and do this yet, but really what I wanted is an overview of the month so that I could see it together. And then, like I said earlier, I really want to come in and figure out May and June and maybe even July, because I feel like there are things happening in each of these months, and I'd like to have an idea of color and how I want it to be laid out for those months. I am really happy that I've got at least April set up, and then I can go in next week and do my daily agendas for each week according to my weekly videos and when I sit down on Sundays. And then as far as the to-dos over here, I can fill in things for the month of April. So maybe I'll use this more than I am using it now. So that is pretty much everything that I've got planned ahead with stickers for April. That makes so much more sense to me now, having April laid out in advance. And like I just said, doing May, June, and hopefully July as well, so that I can have a vision for what's coming and I can plan accordingly, because I do see that there are things that I need to get on my to-do list that I've been putting off because I don't want to make my planner messy and I don't want to put the wrong colors in the wrong places, which is exactly why I didn't want to do stickers in January, because I knew that I would get down into making it look good, because it's all about the decoration. But I understand now why people like the decorating, because it is fun to see the different days. It's fun to see the little icon images, and it does make planning that much more fun, right? So I am going to spend a little time doing a forecasting for the months ahead as far as colors and stickers and what I want to put in there. I don't know if I'm going to continue with Planner Kate, but don't forget, if you do get Planner Kate, I've linked all of our things below. She is not an affiliate or anything with me. I just have really enjoyed the last few months of stickers. I am so excited to look forward and add a few more of the months in here so that I can start planning and making to-do lists. So I'm really happy about that. So let me know, please let me know in the comments below. Do you plan ahead? Do you just do it bi-weekly? Do you worry about messing up your planner, or you don't care about it and you don't use stickers, so it doesn't really matter in the end anyway? Let me know what you do. Thank you so much for following along with me on my journey planning. I have a lot to learn. Clearly, this was one big learning curve today that I didn't even think about. I honestly did not think about planning ahead and having it all done. And it's funny because I do have this huge board right here, and it's 3 months ahead, and I do go into that and write what's going on for April, May, and now I'm gonna obviously remove March as we get to the end of the month and put in June down there. And I love looking at the big board, so now I need to do the same thing in here, which I'm really excited for. So if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe. You'll get notified when new videos go up. And I look forward to having you join me on this weekly vlog of planning. And if you have any thoughts, questions, or things that I should do differently, please reach out to have like a really cool place that you go for stickers other than Planner Kate. I know a bunch of you have told me a bunch of them. I have saved them. I am going to go back and look at them as well. I will list anything down below in the description below. Go back and binge all the other videos and let me know what you think. If you have any tips for the habit tracker and getting in there, I need that. I also just need to get into the planner daily, because with the kids being home, I know kids, they're adults, it got me out of the planner, and this week I'm excited to be back on board and into my routine. So I appreciate you being with me here today. I look forward to seeing you next week when we plan week 14 together. So thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.